What's up, everybody? Today is finally my review for Spider-Man Homecoming. I meant to do this a couple days ago, but I didn't have the time, I'm sorry. But now I can finally review this movie for you guys. The beginning is just kind of me giving my thoughts about the movie, and then later I'm going to dive into some spoilers. So yeah, I'll be sure to have warnings for that. For now though, let's get to Spider-Man. So this movie, in my opinion, is the best incarnation and the best Spider-Man we have ever seen. Tom Holland nailed it as not just Spider-Man, but also Peter Parker, making the quips when he was Spider-Man amazing, showcasing Peter's youth. And we had a young Spider-Man, a young Peter, showcasing Peter's youth beautifully on how he's just a kid. And he was the perfect casting for Spider-Man. In my opinion, even in surpassing Tobey Maguire back when I grew up. I love Tobey as the first Spider-Man, but this kid just nailed it out of the park with him, and he was really enjoyable to watch. He put on a spectacular performance along with all the other cast members, such as Michael Keaton as Adrian Toomes the Vulture was incredible. Ned Leeds, his best friend, Peter's best friend, was awesome. You had Zendaya, who played Michelle, which we could talk about who she really is at the spoiler part of the video. You had Liz Allen, who I thought was great. Everyone I thought was great. You even had Flash, who he wasn't the standard tall blonde jock, but he was Peter's rival. I kind of liked it better what they did here. They made it a little more realistic to modern day high school instead of just sticking with the classic jock bullies the nerd. So I really liked what they did with there. And yeah, we can dive into more spoilers about him soon. But overall, the film was great. They had the action sequences were amazing. And they didn't kill off they killed Uncle Ben, but not in this movie. There's no use of Uncle Ben. We didn't have to watch him die in the street. There's no origin story. They referenced the spider bite when we'll get into that. When Ned finds out he's Spider-Man, that was showcased in the trailer. So when his best friend's in the room and he finds out that Peter's Spider-Man, they do reference the spider bite the next scene. But yeah, besides that, it's really just a story about how Peter is coming to grips from street hero to Avenger hero. And it's a really good sequence of growth from his maturity level at the beginning of the movie to his maturity at the end of the movie, which we can get into basically now. Spoiler warning. If you did not see the movie yet, get out of here because I'm about to spoil basically everything for you. So, spoilers. You should be gone if you didn't see it. Are you gone? Okay. Spoiler talk. So, this movie was just the reveals and surprises. I didn't expect it. Starting off right off the bat, Adrian Toomes as Liz Allen's father, Peter's homecoming date, the father is a vulture. I didn't expect it. It was great. It added a personal relationship between the villain and Peter, which I really bought into, especially that scene in the car where he figures out Peter's Spider-Man. He's like, oh, I'm going to kill you and everyone you love. You get in my business. Now go in there and show my daughter a good time. And Peter's just like, yes, sir. Like he wants to fight him, and I thought it was great. I thought learning that Miles Morales, which if you don't know who Miles Morales is, he's basically in another universe, he becomes Spider-Man when Peter dies. It's a whole thing to do, but Miles Morales is an important character. And the fact that he's in this universe, which we learned, is amazing. The Shocker sucked, in my opinion. We only got a couple minutes of him in there, but it was fine. This movie was really funny. I really enjoyed the comedy between the kid at the end when, Happy's talking to Peter in the bathroom and saying, oh, Tony wants to see you at the Avengers Tower. And then the kid in the bathroom, that scene was funny. Ned Leeds was hysterical with the scene on the computer, and the teacher's like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm watching porn. I thought that was hilarious. And then, of course, the end of the movie when Peter goes to see Tony, and Tony's like, all right, kid, you can become an Avenger. Here's this suit. I want you to go out there and tell the world that Spider-Man's a new part of the Avengers. And you really see Peter's growth and maturity from the beginning of the movie where all he wanted to be an Avenger to the end where he's like, no, I'm not ready yet. I want to be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And he declines it. And then Tony marries Pepper Potts on stage. And I thought that was funny. I really thought that was cool. There were only a couple things that kind of made me go about this movie. And those couple things were, the first one is Michelle revealing herself as MJ at the end. And it makes me upset because it's like they already said she's not Mary Jane. but she's MJ. So she obviously is Mary Jane, but she's not, she's just MJ. Like, if you're going to pull the trigger with MJ, just make her Mary Jane. Don't make her MJ, just call her Michelle. I don't know why they did that, but, you know, maybe there's something in the future there. They're just setting it up now. And then, of course, the end when, you know, Peter gets his suit back that Tony sent him, and he takes off the mask, and Aunt May's at the door like, what the fuck? Yeah. She finds out he's Spider-Man basically at the end. I don't know what's going to happen with that in the next movie. We'll have to see. But apparently now Aunt May knows that Peter is Spider-Man, which I guess is cool. I liked it. Kinda. I don't know. I think it's a little early to me. I think it would be better if she found out maybe in the second movie. I don't really know about the first. I don't know how that's going to work out because Infinity War comes before the next Spider-Man movie. So the next Avengers movie comes before the next Spider-Man movie. So I don't know how they're going to really work that out, really. But we'll find out, I guess. So yeah, overall, I loved this movie. I think it is the best showcasing of Spider-Man we've ever had. They portrayed him in the MCU very well. They really did a good job showcasing that he can be with the other Avengers. He can. Tony Stark, Iron Man is in this movie. Not too much, which is great. It was still a Spider-Man movie. Iron Man only really shows up a couple of times. And but they did showcase that, yes, he is in the same universe as everybody else now. Finally, he's home to Marvel. I loved the movie. I was really happy to see it. I saw it with Matthew, my friend Cameron, and my mom. And I thought it was an amazing movie. And they really did get me excited for Avengers Infinity War and Spider-Man Homecoming 2. Is that what they'll call it? I don't know. But yeah, I love the movie. I'm glad you guys watched. Thank you guys for watching this. And yeah, stay tuned for more. And take care.